Hi, welcome to Maverick and Dempsey's Rundown. Been a long time, and I say that almost every time. So we're gonna jump right into it. UFC 250. It was something that never been done before. The sport that was banned in 48 states when I was a kid was now gonna be held at the White House, all right? And it was nothing but finishes. It was nothing but guys getting knocked out until the main event. We'll get to that in a second. Diego Lopez knocks out Steve Garcia. Bo Nickel gets the knockout over a guy whose name I can't really pronounce because I never heard of him. We got Hawkett knocking out Derek Lewis. Not really crazy about that one. You know, Derek Lewis passes prime. Hawkett, just a moron. I don't know. Mauricio Hoofy knocking out Michael Chandler. That one hurt. I like Chandler a lot. Let's see. What else do we have? We're just going to run down the list of them here. We had Cyril Gahn beating Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira was trying to do something that's never been done before. Three division world champion. He won 2 divisions. He had the middleweight. He conquered that. Yes, he lost on the way out to Israel Adesanya, a man that he had beaten 2-3 times if you count kickboxing. But it was, okay, maybe the weight cut just hurt him too much. He's going to go up to light heavyweight. Let's see what happens there. He goes to the light heavyweight. He dominates. All right. The one loss he had was controversial, and he got that right back. And he won that title, okay? And now it was time to go to heavyweight against Cyril Gahn, a top heavyweight, possibly you would say the interim champion since Tom Aspinall and John Jones are both out, but how many interim champions are we going to make? Tom Aspinall, he was winning that fight, but there was the eye pokes. He has lost to John Jones, but that was years ago. What would happen if they fought now? Cyril Gahn's improved a lot. Everybody was kind of rooting for Alex Pereira. I was rooting for Alex Pereira, but was it the back of the head shots, or was Cyril Gahn just going to be too much? It's really just who you like and whose argument when you want to go with, okay? So I don't know. I feel like Cyril Gahn would have been too much, but sorry, dog. I feel like Cyril Gahn would have been too much, but I don't know. I've been hit in the back of the head before. I do fight. I've been hit in the back of the head. It is different. It's not like getting hit in the forehead, the face, the top of the head. Certainly not. There is a huge difference. It does knock off your equilibrium, kind of like getting hit in the temple. So I don't know what would have happened. Then we go to the main event. Justin Gaethje. He's got no chance. Justin Gaethje, Ilia Topuria. Ilia Topuria is being called the greatest fighter on planet Earth right now by George St. Pierre, who was the greatest fighter on planet Earth, all right? Ilia Topuria is going to keep moving up. He's going to beat anybody in any division he wants to compete in. He's talking crap to Josh Hokett, and Josh Hokett's a heavyweight, all right? And maybe Hokett started it, but it's still there. So what's going to happen when they fight? Ilia's just going to walk right through him. Sorry, the American's going to get beat in the White House's backyard. It's going to look bad. And then what happens? Gaethje comes out. He doesn't care, and he just pummels him. He shuts both his eyes. He breaks his orbital bones. He breaks his nose, and he makes him quit on the stool. This was Rocky IV. This was the probably in the first round, you could say he's not a machine, he's a man. Speaking of Ilia. And you look at Gaethje and you're like, maybe Gaethje's a machine. It was Rocky IV. Gaethje dominated this fight. And Ilia, I don't care what Ilia defenders say. I like Ilia Topuria. He quit on his stool. He said, I can't see. As a fighter, you never say, I can't see. That's you saying, I quit. That's you saying, I want to quit, but you stop the fight. If you say you can't see, a referee has to stop the fight. Your coach has to stop the fight. Somebody's got to stop the fight. You can't see. All right? You say you can't see, that's saying I quit. He quit on his stool. It is disgraceful. It is embarrassing. I get that UFC is different than boxing. In boxing, if you quit, it haunts you the rest of your career. Roberto Duran quit against Sugar Ray Leonard, and 30 to 40 years later, they were still making a documentary about it called No Mas. You never quit. Now, UFC's different because you can tap out and that's considered okay, but quitting on your stool, there's no excuse for that. That's all I got to say about that. You just saw the highlights. You got anything?
Not really.
She's just kind of here. She just caught up on it, but it's all right. Her name's in the title. It's Maverick and Dempsey's rundown. She's got to be here, right? Yeah. So then we got the World Cup. World Cup's going on right now. It's kind of the only thing in sports right now. I also bartend, and I put the sports on the TVs that we're going to watch. And yesterday I had pro wrestling and wiffle ball. All right? Otherwise, it was just documentary stuff till the World Cup kicked off, all right, at 3 o'clock. World Cup is hot right now. The older guys are showing out. Messi, Ronaldo, they're proving they still got it. More Messi than Ronaldo, but he is a little bit younger and a little bit better. What's going to happen with the World Cup? Who's going to win? Can we say anybody but France? All right? Can we just root for Messi in Argentina? You know, America is showing out better than anybody expected. That last game, they had their B team in, so let's not worry about that. All right, against Turkey, however you pronounce it now. I don't know. That was weird. It's just Turkey to me. But her too. So let's root for Messi. Let's root for America. Let's root for anybody but France. Hey, go Germany. We're part German. Let's root for them. Ireland's not in it. Who's the one that looks like them? The Ivory Coast. What's going on with that flag? Why does it look like Ireland but turn the wrong way? I don't know. But if you show out, maybe I'll like you just because your colors are similar to Ireland. All right? I don't know. We'll see. That's it for Maverick and Dempsey's rundown. We'll be back sooner rather than later. I mean it this time. All right? I'm not going to go into why we haven't been on, but maybe I wasn't camera ready. Maybe I've been struggling with some things lately. That's a different podcast, though, so we're not going to go into that. All right. Tune in next time when we're going to talk about Taylor Swift and what's going on with her and maybe another update on the World Cup. Peace out.